Welcome to the tutorial video on how to properly set up a Google Plus local listing. With a Google Plus listing optimized by Rover's optimization specialist, you will likely drive 2 to 4 new customers a month to your Rover.com profile. This is an example of what Google Plus local looks like. You can see here from this slide that I've done a search in Chicago, Illinois for pet sitters. And what you're getting is a list of results that appear in the actual Google search results, but they look a little bit different than the typical search results. The ones I'm talking about are right here that I'm underlining. These are Google Plus local listings. And what we're going to be covering today is how to set one of these up for your Rover.com profile. The advantages to setting these up are that you'll be able to drive more traffic to your Rover.com profile. Now, there's a few steps involved in setting these up, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of what the steps are. Step 1 is that we're going to create a new Google account. Step 2 is we're going to fill in the basic information that Google Plus Local requires. Step 3, Google Plus Local is going to send you a verification postcard just to make sure that you're the actual listing owner. And inside of this letter, there's a little PIN number that you'll need to verify. So after that, we'll follow the instructions on the postcard and verify the listing. Step 1 to setting up a Google Plus profile is to actually go and set up a brand new Gmail account. The reason why we're creating a new Gmail account is because this will allow us to optimize the profile for you without having to give us your private email and password. So we'll go to gmail.com and we're going to come up here to where it says create an account and select that button. Alright, and now you're going to enter in your first and last name. And then we're going to pick a username. Now for the username, I'd like you to use your first and last name followed by dog sitter. So in my case, we'll do Paul James and then dog sitter. And that's it. For the password, we're going to do Rover and then Google. We're going to confirm that password. Okay, and then go ahead and enter in your date of birth. Select your gender. If you want, you can enter in your mobile phone number. This is just for confirmation. Sometimes they won't ask you to confirm it, but sometimes they'll send you a text message just to confirm that it's really you setting up an account. And they do this just for spam protection. Otherwise, you can enter in a current email address. So I would recommend at least entering in one of these two. Alright, and then we're going to agree to the terms here and hit next step. And we can do next step again. And then we're going to continue to Gmail. Okay, now that we've got the Gmail account set up, we can go and begin the process of setting up a Google Plus local account. To do this, we're going to come up into the web browser and go to google.com/local/add. All right, and it's going to have us sign back in with our password, which was Rover Google. Okay, now we just have to agree to the terms of service. Click the OK, got it button. And now we're going to enter in the business name. The first thing we need to do is we need to put in our business name. Now you can see on the screen here I have a couple of different ways to use for the business name. You can use your first name followed by the last name initial. So for example, Paul J, and then we could follow it up with dog boarding and then rover.com after it, just like I have it on the screen. Or else we can switch that dog boarding word out for something like dog sitter or dog sitting. Or we could just do the first name like Paul's Pet Sitting. And then we could also do something different like using our tagline from our Rover.com profile. So for example, loving pet sitter and then have the Rover.com after it. Okay, so I'm going to go with Paul J dog boarding. And then we're going to follow it up with this Rover.com after it, just like I have it here. Okay, so that's what you should start with for your business name. For the street address, you're going to want to make sure that you enter your regular address. It cannot be a P.O. box. If you have an apartment number or suite number, you can put it on the next line and simply just do the number sign followed by whatever the number is. We can do the city in the next line, and then the state. And then for the phone number, you're going to enter in your phone number. We can change this at a later date when we come in to optimize the listing. Now this won't be visible by Google, it's just needed to go ahead and set up your listing. For the category, we're going to enter in dog sitter, and it should pop up, and then you can just click it. And then we're going to hit the submit button. Now it's going to give you the option to verify by postcard. All you need to do is hit this verify thing. And here's what happens. It's going to show that Google's going to send out a postcard to you. And you can also put in your name if you want here. But it should be fine if you leave it as it is, especially if you used your name here. Like right now mine says Paul James Dog Boarding. So that should be okay. So then we can hit send postcard. And there it goes. It says it's going to send it in 1 to 2 weeks. Now we can hit OK. And it's going to take us to the profile. After you get to this page, you're almost done. You just need to wait until that PIN number comes in the mail, and when it does, on the postcard it will give you directions on where you should go to enter it, and just follow those directions. After you've set this up, I'd like you to please send an email to gplaces@rover.com with the login information for the account. That way we can go ahead and optimize it for you. It's perfectly safe to email the login because we used a generic password and login name. At this point, our Rover.com optimization specialist can go in and optimize your new listing so that you can get more customers to your Rover.com profile. And don't forget that once you get that PIN number, go ahead and enter that in and follow the directions on the postcard. That wraps up this video on how to set up a Google Plus local profile.